Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be here with you guys to talk about our Motivational Monday. And our topic today is going to be facing harsh realities. Sometimes we all like to play in this Disney princess or Disney prince tra-la-la-la world that nothing is ever happening to us. Nothing is ever going wrong. Nothing is ever an issue, and we're never upset. We're never sad. We're never mad. And that's just not the truth. That's not. You got to face those realities, and you have to, find a solution and move forward. So one of the harsh realities that a lot of times people face is work. Like, they're unhappy with their job, or they feel stuck in their job. They feel like they're not really progressing forward. And especially when it comes to military people, I don't mean to personalize every single topic and every single thing, but I can only speak from my own experience. And I know with military personnel, a lot of times we will stay in because it's easy, but people are unhappy. They hate their job. They hate their chief. They hate their coworkers. They hate the job itself. They hate the schedule, the working hours, all of that stuff. And it's like, if you're not happy and you feel stagnant, do what makes you happy. Find your happiness. Do not stay for convenience, because I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the military because of convenience. Originally I was, but now I'm using this as a stepping stone. I have goals I want to reach, and the military will help take me there. So therefore, I'm still in the military. I'm not gonna get out anytime soon-ish, because I'm halfway there to retirement. And so at this point, on top of that, the fact that I haven't reached all of my goals that I want to, and then in addition to the fact that, I'm halfway done, to me personally, it would not be a smart move for me to get out at this time. And I actually have, 4 more years left, because my contract doesn't end until 2023. So I'm stuck. I'm stuck to the next 4 years. So until that time comes, I'll sit with myself, make that decision, weigh my pros and my cons, and then I'll decide to get out. A lot of people stay because of their families. And to me, that's a justifiable reason. You're providing for more than just one person. Me, I'm just providing for myself. So therefore, most of the movements and the decisions I make can be selfish. I can only consider myself because it's just me. But once I have a husband, because I ain't having no kids, I don't like children. No offense to anybody that got kids, but I don't do children. I like the kind that you can give back. That's the kind of kids I like. But, it's like, once I have a husband, I have to think about him. I have to consider him and his feelings and his, his likes and his wants. And, but with that being said, I'm not going to blindly just be like, oh, just get out and follow you, babe. No. Sorry. I'm independent. This is the thing. When it comes to dating, I'm just going to hop into relationships. Relationships are my next situation. Relationships. Facing the harsh reality of a relationship. I'm going to tell you right now, baby, this one can hit a lot of egos, okay? Because in relationships, people don't want to admit that they be insecure. People don't want to admit that, they're afraid that they just can't be by themselves. And me, I like to think of myself, I am a loner. Like, I like to do a lot of things by myself. I can have fun by myself. Like, I don't need the whole crowd. I don't need people pumping me. I don't need the constant, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't need the constant, just validation. That's what it is. I don't need the constant validation from others about how I feel about myself. And I feel like sometimes other people do need that. And if that's what you need, that's okay. But be honest with your partner. Be honest with your friends. Be honest with yourself that, you're not as confident as you may put out. Or, if you are with a partner and you need that extra attention. If y'all have not read the 5 languages of love, you need to. If you're in a relationship especially, you need to read that, because there is ways that you want to be loved, but your partner may not need that kind of love. So therefore, you have to know what they need from the relationship. And that's a harsh reality for some people to face, because one of the reasons why my last relationship wasn't so successful is because that was a harsh reality for my ex to face, is that I didn't need him. I wanted him. I didn't need him. And I don't think he literally like understood me when I said, I think he meant as if like I'm just throwing him to the wayside. And it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. It was just, I'm letting you know, like, hey, I chose you. I wanted you in my life, but I didn't need you. Do you get it? It's like, I wanted you. There's a difference between a want and a need. And things that you need are for survival. Yes, they always say you need a man to survive, you need a woman to survive. But in the sense of what I'm saying is, I can provide for myself. I have my own financial means. I can cook for myself. I can clean up for myself. Even when it comes to sexual exploits, I am not really like an overly sexual person. I mean, when I'm in a relationship, of course. But like, if I'm not in a relationship, it's not a necessity for me. Like, it's just not sex. It's just not a priority for me. So when it comes to things like that, I didn't need him for that. I wanted him for that. And I don't know, I guess he didn't like facing that reality. So now I'm single. It's okay though. Next, your body, your physical body. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you see that, you know, you done gained a couple pounds, face the reality, honey. You need to go to the gym. You need to stop eating all that crap. Stop giving yourself a cheat meal every single day. That is not the point of, you know, healthy eating. Healthy eating is to change literally the way you have been eating in the past, so that you can put good things into your body and that you can give out good results. Like, if you eat better, I'm telling you, your body will start to change. Like, I've noticed my face has started to slim down just a little bit, not a lot, but I noticed it. Y'all may not notice it, but I notice it, and that's all that matters. Anyways, but I'm just saying, you know, it's just little things like that. We have to just face that reality. We cannot continue to live in this fantasy world. Disney is a beautiful, beautiful thing, but it is not real. It's not. It's not. I would love to be, you know, Ariel swimming in the ocean, you know, and then come up to the sea and have the pipes of Beyonce, you know, get the man of my dreams and then live my happily ever after. But no, it's not. It's not the way the world works. Unfortunately, for everybody. Not for everybody, you know. And friendships, harsh reality when it comes to friendships. Sometimes, you know, you outgrow people. Sometimes your friends may be doing better than you, and, you know, instead of a person necessarily like getting upset about the fact that their friend is doing better than them, you know what? You should support them. Like, it's plenty of my friends, like, I'm just telling y'all, like, they got businesses. I want that. I want to be like them. And that's why I have reached out to a bunch of people and I've asked them questions. How did you get this started? No, they're not giving me their exact vendors and this, that, and the third, but they're giving me enough to where I can do the same thing they did on my own. But the main thing when it comes to that, research. Do your own research. If you do not research, how can someone help you that you're not trying to help yourself? Like, that's all it comes down to. It's not that they're trying to be nasty about it, but it's just like, if you're not trying to help yourself, honey, why do I need to do all the legwork for you? I did the legwork for myself. You need to do some legwork for you. Like, I'm not your parent. I'm not here to spoon feed you. You need to do the same thing that I did to get where I am. And then, you know, once we're there, we can help each other. We can shout each other out. We can blast each other so that, you know, you get more people, the same people that follow me, follow you, etc., etc., and we both grow together. It's no hardship or it's no like animosity amongst us. We just grow together and glow together. That is my saying. Trademark. No, I'm just kidding, but I should get a trademark. But that's my saying, you know, grow together and glow together, like, period. And the mental, when you think about your mental state of mind, are you truly happy? Are you depressed? Do you hide the way you really, really feel? Like, these are things that can literally, like, eat a person up inside. And I'm only speaking on this because I know I've been there. And when I was depressed last year, I'm telling you right now, I was crying every single day. Every single day. I was calling my mama all the time because there was literally nobody else that I could truly like call like that would like get me out of that funk. And it was literally just my mother. Like, I had to depend on my mother. I became a child again, and I was like calling my mom every day, Mom, and you know, she just listened to me. She just gave me advice. You know, Dominique, pick your head up. Dominique, go outside, do your hair, do your makeup, get dressed. Things that I wasn't doing, things that I normally was doing before all this stuff happened, I stopped. And then I started to like sulk. And that's when, you know, my world got a little bit sad and dark and depressed. And then, you know, once I started finding those things that made me happy again, it fixed my mental state of mind. I stopped thinking, oh, you're depressed. Once I stopped telling myself, you're depressed. Oh, you have anxiety. Oh, you're afraid about this. You're afraid about it. Once I stopped telling myself that, I stopped believing it. So don't tell yourself, don't label yourself with that, because you handicap yourself by limiting yourself and your abilities. I was labeling myself when it wasn't even that deep. Like, it was deep enough, but it was not. It was a puddle. It wasn't the ocean, you know? So that's what I'm talking about when I say don't label yourself and sulk in your own feelings. Like, you always can find a solution. And with everything, the solution, the main solution with all of this, communication. If you don't talk about it, and when I say talk about it, it's not talking and arguing. It's not, you know, one-way conversations. You're talking, they're not listening, or they're listening, or they talking and you listen, or you're not listening. It's like, you know, an adult conversation in a two-way street, and you both be willing to understand each other and hear each other out. And if y'all agree to disagree, you leave it at that and you move forward together. But if you need to leave it at that, and you know, you realize, okay, now we need to separate, then you do that too. It's always a solution to every problem. A lot of the times, this is what I always tell myself, especially when it comes to my work, my line of work, that whenever something happens, I don't focus on what was the issue, what caused the issue. My question is, how are we gonna fix it? Because if I don't get everybody around to focus on how we're gonna fix it, they're gonna keep talking about why it's an issue. And you will spend 2 hours in a room talking about why something is an issue. Like, for example, if I'm late to work, I get to work, I'm late. I know I'm late. You know I'm late. We both know I'm late. Why when I come to work, you need an explanation as to why I'm late? Or if I tell you an explanation as to why I'm late, like if I say, oh, I woke up late. Well, why did you wake up late? Well, I woke up late. Well, why did you wake up late? I'm going to keep giving you that same answer because my answer is not changing. I woke up late. There's no excuse. There's no reason as to why I woke up late. I woke up late. If you want to punish me, if you want a solution to this problem, okay, you know what? Hey, how about instead of you coming into work at 8 o'clock, now you coming to work at 7. All right, cool. That's the solution to the problem. Or, hey, I'm going to get you an alarm clock since, you know, your phone went dead in the middle of the night, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's a solution to the problem. Like, people like to sit there and debate with you about the issue, but never want to discuss the solution. And it's like, I don't have time for that. I'm not going to give that energy. If you want to talk about that, you're going to talk to yourself, because I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm not going to give it. I don't have time today, okay? People always be like, oh, I got time today. No, I don't. Sorry. No, not doing it. So that's just like, you know, some motivational Monday food for thought. Like, if you have anything that has been a harsh reality for you to face, whether it be your relationships, whether it be your work situation, whether it be a friendship, whether it be you within yourself and your physical body, whether it be your mental state of mind, anything like that, that you have not come to terms with, like, hold up, I can fix this. This is the solution. Or if it's something that's way beyond your control, don't even stress about it, because if you cannot control it, there's no reason to fret. There's no reason to get upset. There's no reason to get into a huff about it, because you cannot control it, honey. It is controlled by other outside sources, and you just have to kind of wait on it at that point. I mean, it sometimes sucks to even do that, but in certain situations, it's all you can do, because if you don't, you are going to stress yourself out. So I hope you guys take some notes from today's Motivational Monday. I hope it was motivating to you guys. I hope this wasn't conceived as or received as a negative thing, because that's never my intention. So I just hope that you guys can take something from it. I hope you took notes about anything that I might have said. And if you always have a comment or, you know, something that you want to give input, thumbs up, shoot me up in the comments, hit me up in my DMs. Please hit me on my social medias, especially my Facebook. That's where I'm mostly active, but my Facebook, of course, Instagram, of course, my personal Instagram, of course, and I'm also on Snapchat, but I don't really snap that much, so that's pretty much a hit and miss right there for you. But, you know, there's always an audience for everything. So you guys have a great day. As always, stay beautiful. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. So far, so good. I've only been doing this for 2 weeks, and I am thrilled to continue. You guys have a great day. I love you. Bye.